Good morning everyone. So in last class we have completed a new, chapter perimeter and area. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is measures of lines and angles. That is our fifth chapter. Measures of lines and angles. So how to measure the line and how to measure the angles we will learn here. So already you know about line. So what do you mean by line? A line is nothing but a line segment which extends on both the sides. It forms a line. So what do you mean by line? So if you take a line segment and which is extending on both the sides, so that is called as line. So if you take here A and B, this is called as AB line. So a line is not having any definite length. We can't measure that line because it is going on extending from both the sides. Okay, so already you know about line, and also you know about the angles. So how many different types of angles are there? We are having types of angles. So how many different types of angles are there? One is zero angle, second one is acute angle, third is right angle, fourth is obtuse angle, fifth is straight angle, sixth is reflex angle, and seventh is complete angle. So how many different types of angles are there? Total 7 different types of angles are there. So first one is zero angle, acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, reflex angle, and complete angle. So zero angle is nothing but, so we know about angle. So what do you mean by angle? Union of two rays, we will call it as angle. So already I have explained in before chapter. Okay, basic geometrical ideas. In that chapter, what is angle? Already I have explained you. So what do you mean by angle? Union of two rays. If you are where the two rays are mixing, that point we will call it as vertex. So union of two rays forms an angle. So zero angle is nothing but it is having two rays, but it is not moving from one place. It is not moving at all. So that is called as zero angle. It is in straight position. Okay. Next is acute angle. Acute angle means one ray is this and other ray, the small ray has slightly moved upside. So this is called as acute angle. So what do you mean by acute angle? Acute angle means greater than 0 and it will be less than 90 degrees. So what do you mean by acute angle? Acute angle is greater than 0 and less than 90 degrees, forms an acute angle. So next is right angle. So what do you mean by right angle? Right angle is nothing but this initial point, initial ray will not move at all, and this ray has moved straightly like this. So this is called 90 degrees. So this is right angle is nothing but it will be exactly 90 degrees. Next is obtuse angle. So it has moved lightly like this. So this is what? This is obtuse angle. And what is obtuse angle? It will be greater than 90 and less than 180 and less than 180 is called as obtuse angle. And what do you mean by straight angle? So one fixed ray is this and this ray has moved straight like this. So from here it came to this side. So that is equals to 180 degrees. 180 degrees is nothing but straight angle. So what is this? Straight angle. Next one is reflex angle. What do you mean by reflex? Reflex is nothing but this ray has moved down now like this. So what is this? This is called as reflex angle, that is greater than 180 and less than 360. So that is called as reflex angle. Next is complete angle. So what do you mean by complete angle? One fixed ray and another ray has moved, it has taken one turn, total turn, so that is called as complete angle. So it has taken turn like this from here to here, so this is what, that is equals to 360 degrees. So these are the angles already we have learnt in before chapter. So now how to measure these lines and angles we will see. So measuring of line, how to measure the line. So how to measure the line we will see. So we can measure the line with two methods. That is by using scale and other is by using divider. Okay, so we can use scale for measuring the line and also we can use a divider. Divider is nothing but in your geometry box you will be having this type of instrument. Okay, so this is called as divider. So by using divider you can measure correctly and also by scale. So what is a better way? So what is a better way for measuring the line? It is divider is a better way than by taking the scale. So if you are taking a scale for measuring the line, it may vary, 1 or 2 points can be varied, but by using the divider you can exactly measure the line. So you can measure the line very exactly, very without any 1 to points difference, you can measure it very clearly. So which one is better here? We can use divider is better than the scale to measure the line. Next is measure of angle. So how to measure the angle we will learn. So how to measure the angle? By using the protractor we will measure the angle. By using the protractor we will measure the angle. So if I want to measure, so what is the, I think you have seen the protractor before in geometry box. It will be in the form of semicircle, so already they have given in textbook. So this is called as protractor. Okay, by using this instrument we are going to measure the angles. So how this protractor is there we will see, and how to measure the angles with the help of that we will see. So it is in the form of semicircle. It will be in the form of semicircle, and the middle point they will give one middle point. Always the vertex should be intersected to this middle point in the angle. Okay, and this is a straight line. This is a straight line, that means that is equals to 90 degrees here. Okay, so this will be equals to 90 degrees. Now on this side you will be having 100, 110, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, and this will be equals to 180. Okay, like this you will be having the lines, and this side it will be 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and this will be equals to 0. So in the same way in reverse order also they will give the lines points. So from here they will give one, here it will start 180. In reverse order they have taken 180 from this side, now they are taking from this side. So 180, 170, 160, 150, 140, 150, 130, 120, 110, 100, this will be 90 again. So 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, I have missed 120 here. So this is 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and this will be equals to 0. So you will be having the lines like this, which is intersected to the point. So by using this, we will measure the angles. This is called as protractor. Okay, this is called as protractor. So always the angle should be intersected with this point. Suppose I want to draw an angle. I have taken one angle like this. So I want to measure this angle. So how to measure this angle? This point should be intersected here. Like that you have to arrange the protractor. So this middle point should be intersected here. Like that, in that case you have to measure the line. So if it is here, the straight line will be 90 degrees. The middle point will be equals to 90. So this side is less than 90, and this, if you are keeping the protractor this side, it will be less than 90 and this will be greater than 90. So if you see this, I am taking a line. So if you are placing the protractor here like this will become 90 degrees. And if the line is inside the line, if the angle is inside the line, that is always a acute angle. So if the angle is like this, it will be a acute angle. It can be like this, it is a acute angle. It will also be in this form, that is acute angle. So if the point is lying inside the line, that will be equals to what? That will be always acute angle. So if the point is lying outside the line means this line, this is a line, and the point is lying outside. So this is called as obtuse angle. So in this way we will measure the angles. So I don't have protractor now to show you. So here, so if the points are lying inside, suppose I am taking here the angles are 60, 90, 100, 120, 40 degrees and so on. Okay, so now I am placing the protractor here. Here I am placing the protractor. So that means this line will be a straight line. That will be equals to 90 degrees. Now I want to measure 60 degrees. 60 degrees means where it will lie. 60 degrees is nothing but an acute angle. So always the point will lie inside part. So here in this part it will lie. So somewhere it will lie here, and we will draw a line like this. So 60 degrees is nothing but acute angle. In the same way, 90 degrees means what? 90 degrees is nothing but right angle. Right angle means always it will be straight like this. Okay, so next is 100. 100 is nothing but obtuse. If you are taking the protractor this side, obtuse means the point will lie outside the line. This is the line, and where the point should lie? Outside the line means this part, here it should be lie. So somewhere it will lie here. So we will draw a line like this. Okay, always this midpoint should be intersected to this point. Without intersecting, you should not calculate the angles, you should not measure the angles. This point and this point should be coincide with each other. Not only here, you can place a protractor this side also. You can place a protractor this side also. So always the point which is lying inside the line will be an acute angle. So the points from here to here, the point can lie at any place. That will called as acute angle. If it is outside the line, that will become a obtuse angle. So this is how you will measure the lines and angles. So on this we will start the exercise. So exercise 5.1. Exercise 5.1. So give any 5 examples of line segment observed in your classroom. So you have to give the examples for line segments which you are observing in your classroom. So what are that in classroom? If you observe, you can take it as edge of a board. This board you can take. Yes, edge of a book you can take, that is also a line segment, because line segment is having a end point which we can measure. Okay, next is edge of a window you can take. Yes, edge of a duster you can take. So these all are the examples for line segment. So we will write the examples now. Edge of a, first solution is edge of window, edge of book, edge of a board, and you can take it as edge of a duster. Okay, so these all are the examples for line segment. One more we want, they asked 5 examples, so we can take edge of a table we can take. So these are the 5 examples for line segment. So this is our first one. Second one is write true or false, correct all those that are false statement. So we have to, no, this is okay. Next is second one, why it is better to use a divider than a ruler while comparing two line segments. So why it is better than to use divider than ruler, they are asking. Ruler is nothing but what? Ruler is nothing but a scale. So you can write the answer from here to here in page number 61. You can write, yes, from this. Here the eye should be, you are having, no? So in page number 61, the eye should be correctly positioned as shown in the figure. You have to draw this figure also just vertically above the mark for both points. Otherwise, there may be an error due to the angular viewing. So next is, next page, till where you have to write means, to avoid this problem, a better way is to use a divider than ruler. You have to write that sentence. So here in textbook page number 61 you are having the answer. That is second answer, page number 61. You have to draw the figure also. What figure you are having, you have to draw that figure. So the eye should be correctly positioned as shown in the figure, just vertically above the mark of both points. Otherwise there may be a error due to angular viewing. And to avoid this problem, a better way is to use divider than ruler. We have to write this answer. Page number 61. At last you are having the answer, second one. Okay, next one is third question. So next is third. Measure all the line segments in the figure given below and arrange them in a ascending order of their lengths. So you have to measure, they have given one line segment, you have to measure all the line segments. You have to measure what they have given, the line segments, AB line segment they have given. So what is the length of AB, you have to write. In the same way, what is the length of AC, you have to write. You have to measure AD line segment, you have to measure BC line segment, BD line segment, you have to measure BE line segment, you have to measure CD line segment, you have to measure CE and DE line segments. These all measurements you have to measure correctly with the help of scale, or it can be divider. So you have to measure them and you have to write the classwork. After that you have to arrange them in ascending order. So all the measurements you have to arrange in ascending order. Ascending order is nothing but smaller number to bigger number. So you have to arrange all the numbers in this order. Okay, so next is fourth one. Midpoint of AB is located by Sweta and Reshma like this. So here third one is also homework for you. Second one is also homework. Okay, so midpoint of AB is located by Sweta and Reshma like this. So Sweta has located in this order. This is fourth solution. So this is A, B, and here she has marked with the midpoint. And Reshma has located like this. Reshma has located in this order. So which one is correct? Measure the length of AC and CB and verify, they are asking. So which one is correct here? Reshma's is correct because she has marked in the middle point. So somewhere here she has marked this is a middle point of AB, and this is not a midmost point because the length of AC is less than length of CB, and here the length of AC is equals to length of BC. So which is the midmost point? Here C is this Reshma has located correctly. So this is the correct location. So here now what we will write? By observing we can say that by observation we can say that the midpoint of AB line segment located by Reshma is correct. So they told to measure AC and CB. So what is the measurement? We will see for AC for Sweta. This is for Sweta. So AC she got as 1 centimeter. I am taking it as 1 centimeter. If total is 3 centimeters, AC is 1 centimeter and CB will be 3 centimeters. Sorry, 2 centimeters. So these two are not equal. That's why the C is not a midpoint. Now if you take the Reshmas. So here, if I take this total length as 3 centimeters, AC will be equals to 1.5 centimeters as well as CB will also be equals to 1.5 centimeters. So which one is correct here? Reshma's is correct. Reshma is correct than Sweta. So Sweta's measurement is 1 centimeter and 2 centimeter, but Reshma's is 1.5 and 1.5 centimeter. So these are the line segments. Which one is correct here? Reshma's is correct. So this is our fourth solution. Next is last question in this exercise. So each of these figures given along the sides has many line segments. Next question. So for the Almara we have shown one line segment along the long edge. Identify and mark all such line segments in these figures. So we have to show the line segments here. So they have given 1 point for Almara. They have given the dark line for Almara. So like that you have to measure all the line segments. So mark all the line segments, all the points. For every edge you have to mark 1 point and you have to draw a line. So I am showing for this pyramid, not for Almara. Almara and this box you try by yourself. So fifth solution I am showing for this. Okay, so the pyramid is like this. So we have to show the line segments for this. So what I am doing, for every edge I am taking one alphabet. So A, B, C, D. Okay, so like this I have taken. So now we have to write what are the line segments found in this figure. So line segments is equals to, what are the line segments you are seeing here? AB line segment, BC line segment, AC line segment, AD line segment and DC line segment. So these are the line segments shown in this figure. So for every vertex you have to take one alphabet, you have to take one variable and you have to write the line segments. So if you take the box, what they have taken, this is in the form of cuboid. So the box is in this way. So for every vertex you have to take the point. So this is in the form of box. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So these are the vertex we are having in this figure. So this is a box. So next one, Almara, you try by yourself. So for this, line segments are, what are the line segments found in this box? So that is AB line segment, BC line segment, CD line segment, DE line segment, EF line segment, FA line segment. Next is this one, that is FG line segment. Next is GH line segment. Next GC line segment, DI line segment, IF line segment. Next is GE line segment. So these are the line segments found in this figure. So how many line segments has been formed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 line segments has been formed. So anything we have missed here? I think BI we didn't write. BI line segment and FE we wrote. Yes. So these are the line segments found in this figure. So in the same way you have to draw an Almara. So Almara is also in the form of cuboid, but that is in the form of vertical order like this. So for this you have to mark all the line segments, all the vertices you have to mark the variables and you have to write the line segments like this. Okay, so now what we have learned in this, we have learned about line, what is a line, how many different types of angles are there we have learned, and what are the methods for measuring the line we have learned. We are having two methods, one is by using scale and other is by using divider. So which one is better to use here? It is a divider is a better way to use a scale, because by using the scale 1 or 2 points you can get difference, but by using the divider you will not get any difference. It will be exact value you can mark. Okay, and also we have learnt about the angles, how to measure the angles. By using the protractor we will measure the angles. So already I have shown you the protractor in the textbook and also I have brought on board. So always the points which are lying inside the line is called as acute angle, and the points which will lie outside the line will called as obtuse angles. And we have started this exercise 5.1. So in this exercise 5.1 I have given the homework as second bit and third bit. I gave it as homework. Yes, second and third I gave it as homework. So complete that homework by yourself. Thank you.